On this episode of Carnage, we're going to do some upgrades to the Trolvo before we try to run 9s. This is our 1983 Volvo and it has a 1JZ in it. And it has run 1045 at 131 mile an hour, and at that point it made 530 horsepower at the tyres. Well, recently we did some upgrades, we put a new turbo, new exhaust, and we got 566 horsepower out of it at the rear before it ran out of wastegate spring. So we've decided we're going to race it like that with 566 rear wheel horsepower, but we need to do a couple little upgrades, and the first of those are these Street Pro wheels from VPW that we've just fitted. So I know what you're thinking, VPW make wheels for Volvos? Well, not really. So they make a range of Street Pro wheels for various stud patterns, one of which seems to be early Holden, which is like your early Holden, HKT, G, Monaros, your Tiranas, all that sort of thing. And funny enough, that is the same stud pattern as the Volvo, 5x108. So we've got a set of 15x6s with 3.5 inch back spacing, and we've put them on the Volvo, and we're saving 3 kilos per side. So lighter by 3 kilos on each side. We're running a taller tyre now. I don't know if you remember before, we had these little tyres, they're over here on Steelies. They're a little bit short in height, and it gave the car a very much a nose down rake. So these, like I said, much shorter. So we've gone with a taller tyre on a 15x6, and I think they look pretty cool and save us some weight as well. And if you're saving weight off the rotating mass, you're actually saving more weight than just 3 kilos, you know. I don't know what the actual calculation is, but it's like, it's a multiplication type thing. So yeah, good upgrade, and they're going to work awesome on our Volvo. Our next modification on the list is a coil upgrade kit from Billet Performance Products. So last time we had this thing on the dyno, we started to have some coil breakdown issues. We've decided to upgrade them, and it's been recommended to us that we use this kit from Billet Performance Products. It's R35 coils and a nice billet bracket there. So we'll fit this thing up. It doesn't come with a wiring loom or anything, but we had Gerardo from G-Force Racing Solutions make us up this cool little patch loom, so that'll run from our Howtech to the R35 coils, because they obviously require different connections to the factory coils. You know, R35s are smart coils, and also, you know, they are kind of the gold standard of coils available at the moment. So these are genuine Hitachi coils from Japan. So these will be going in our 1JZ and certainly upping the ignition energy. So shouldn't take us too long to fit at all. Here's hoping. So these are our original coils, and they're probably original to the engine. And we've been told that running these up to like 400 rear wheel kilowatts is not a thing. So yeah, they reckon it's definitely a good time to replace these. So to fit our coil bracket, we've got to lose our little crossover tube here. And they do have plugs in there for that purpose, but yeah, we'll just cut through this. So we've put a bolt inside the tube to stop it from crushing, and hopefully that will help remove the bloody thing. But yeah, we had to call Gerardo, get some advice. He's probably done this a million times. There we go, look at that. Beautiful, just like I bought one. Ooh, that looks all right. I reckon these things are the bee's knees. I guess we will see. Right, now for our wiring. It seems like I've made a critical error. I might have had to plug these in before I screw them down, because the plug doesn't seem to go on with the coil screwed into place. Bugger. Okay, now we're done. Whew. Next. Right, so we've got our R35 coil upgrade in there, and that's going to be awesome, because ignition's important. You've got a bad ignition system, you get a misfire somewhere, you can bend a rod at these levels, you know. So good ignition is important, and we've pretty much got the best there is now. Next upgrade is bonnet latches. So we've got these Pro latches from VPW and ProFlow. They simply just push down and lock. Stainless steel pins, stainless steel inserts, alloy top. They look super neat and easy to use. And they'll handle 90 kilos of force. So that's awesome. And they're pretty easy to install. So I'll show you that right now. So I went with a larger hole saw than we need for the underside into this double panel. Basically, we don't need the lower panel, we only need the top. But I'll use that pilot hole from the larger drill to guide this one when I'm going from the top. So this one is smaller and it's the right size for our threaded mount. So now we're just going from the top using that same pilot hole. Okay, so I've done both of them now and we've got them pretty close to tight. So now we just click it down, let those center properly, and now we can tighten them down and just make sure the logos are facing the right way for maximum prettiness. But yeah, click, click, up she comes. Now they do recommend that you run these with the factory safety catch. So we do have that still in place, but look at that, click down and they're tight. So I'll just tighten them from underneath, but that's not going anywhere. So click, click, up she comes. Beautiful. Wow, that works awesome. Right, well, I think the Volvo's ready to race, so next time you see this, it's going to be on the track. So you'll see that on a future episode of Carnage.